Okay folks, I'm going to tie another wee shrimp fly pattern, and this one that I'm going to tie is called Paddy Shrimp, and this is based on an old Irish classic called the Fenian. The hook I have in the vise is a size 10 partridge period double. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is uni thread 80 in black. So I'm just going to simply come in and get the thread started behind the eye of the hook. Just run on a bit of thread and remove the waist tag of thread. Now the tag and the rib, both in the rear and the front body, is going to be a Vineyard's French tinsel in size 14. So I'm just going to take a length of this off and trim away the excess. Now just going to offer this up underneath the hook, a couple of turns to secure it in, bring the oval silver tinsel underneath the hook, and then just work your thread down, tying in your oval silver tinsel. I'm just going to bring the thread down until I'm in line or slightly past the point of the hook. Then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel to create the tag, and on the 5th turn just bring it up, and in between the two hooks, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns to secure it in. Then I'll come in and trim away the excess. Now the tail on the fly, on the original pattern, it's a natural golden pheasant red breast feather. I'm just going to use a dyed golden pheasant breast feather, and this is dyed red. So I'm just going to come in and take all the rubbish off away from the bottom of the feather. Come in and just stroke the fibres back to reveal the tip. Just going to offer this up to the hook, come around with a turn to hold, another turn to secure, fold back the tip, a couple of turns back up. Now just bring my thread up out of the way, keeping a hold of your tip. Just come in and remove the waist tag of the tip. Now I'm just going to fold the feathers back, just gently stroke them back, and I'm just simply looking 1 turn in front of the other to create our tail. Just that one wee fibre there, just want to get it sitting back. I'm going to come in and brush it out anyway, so just concentrating on getting the feather onto the hook. Just going to bring my thread back into position. I'm just going to come around and catch in the stem. Now you want to try and keep the body as smooth as possible at this point. Just fold that wee fibre back. Now I'm just going to run my thread up. I'm just going to try and keep the stem on my side of the hook, just up to the halfway point. Then you can break away your stem. Now I'm just going to come in and just brush out the fibres that you may have trapped just while you were winding the hackle round. Just want to get something nice. Probably enough of that now. Just noticed there's a couple of wee fibres there that have been broke on the feather, so I just want to come in and take those away. You don't have to be as fussy as me. If you're happy enough with that, that's fine. Now on the way back down, I'm going to tie in our oval silver tinsel again in small for the rib. Just catch it in underneath. And then I'm just going to bring my thread down, tied up against the tail, nice and tight. Now the back body is a uni floss in bright yellow. So just come in and take a length of this off the spool. Offer this up to the hook, just come around with a turn and just pull the floss in. What's the length of the body? Then I'll just run my thread up, tying in the floss, and just bring up your floss. And 1 nice clean tight turn onto the tail, then 1 turn slightly touching the other of the floss up to there. Fly it across with your thread, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns will secure that in, and then just come in and trim away the excess of the floss. We favour there, take that away. Then we'll bring up our rib. Looking 3 turns on the body, up to there, follow it across with the thread, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns to secure, then come in and just remove the excess of the tinsel. Now the mid haggle on the fly is just a green Chinese cock haggle, so I'm just going to pick out a wee feather here. So just take your feather off the cape, come in, just stroke back the fibres, reveal the tip. Just going to offer it up the hook, 1 turn to hold, another turn to secure, going to fold back the tip and bring my thread back up over the tip and the haggle, back down, and then just come in and remove the tip. Just going to come in with my scissors and just stroke the haggles back, and then you're just looking 1 turn in front of the other. Now entirely up to you how you like to dress your salmon flies. Each person has their own individual style that they like. I'm just going to put 3 turns on. It's usually dictated by the quality of the haggle that you're using, but 3 turns on this occasion is plenty for me. Now I'm going to come around, catch that in, 1 turn, or a couple of turns to secure it in. Now I'm just going to trim it away, and then I'm going to run my thread up the length of the second part of the body. I'm going to come in with my oval silver tinsel again, and small, catch it in underneath, bring it in underneath the shank of the hook, and then just run the thread down. Just tie it up against the mid haggle. Now the front body is green floss. I'm just going to use the hot green from Unifloss, so I'm just going to come in and take a length of that, trim it off the spool, much like I did with the rear body. Offer it up to the hook, come around with the turn, just pull it in much the length of the front part of the body, and then I'm just going to run my thread up, tying that in. Then we'll just bring around our floss, just making 1 nice clean turn under the joining with the mid haggle, and then just 1 turn slightly overlapping the other to create your body, your front body. Now just keep a hold of your floss, right across with your thread, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns will secure that in, and then just come in and trim away the excess of the floss. Just go up with your rib, much like the rear body, 3 turns of the oval silver tinsel is plenty, up to there, follow it across with your thread, a couple of turns will secure that in, trim away the excess. Now at this stage you can put your jungle cock on if you like, it's up to you. Front haggle, badger haggle, there's the silver badger haggle at the front, so just want to come in here and select the haggle. That one's broke, no good. So just come in, there's one there. Now what I want to do is just stroke back the fibres, much like I did with the mid haggle to reveal the tip. Come in with a turn to hold, another turn to secure, fold back the tip, tie up over the tip and the haggle, come in and just remove the tip. Then I want to come in and just stroke back the fibres with my scissors. Now I'm just going to put 2 turns of the silver badger on, because I know these feathers are of decent quality, so 2 will be plenty for me. To there. Now just keep a hold of your stem, follow it around with your thread, 1 turn to hold, a couple of turns to secure. Just going to come in, I'm not going to fold it back this time, just trim away the excess of the haggle. Just come in, fold everything back that's going forward, bring your thread to the eye, and just bring your thread back down again. Just make sure you're one wee fibre there. Fold that back. Just creating your head at this stage. Now, jungle cock. Always like to put my jungle cock one after. Personal preference. So 2 eyes here. When we offer these up at the same time, right, all I was going to do is come in and stroke back the fibres just to give myself a tan in point, and then just make sure that they're as level as they can be. Offer them up to the hook. Then I'm just going to come in and just hold them on the sides. Come around with a couple of loose turns just to hold them in position. And then I come in and check the length. Now, this one here is just a tad long, so I'm going to put it in the length. Just want to check just to make sure that they're where I want them before I tie them in. Right, I'm happy with that, so I'm going to hold the jungle cock, bring my thread down another few turns towards the eye. I'm going to fold back the stems, bring my thread to the eye, then just build your thread up over the stems of the jungle cock. Keeping your thread tight, you can come in and you can break the stems away. You can break the stems away, it'll give you a far neater cut. Still keeping my thread tight. Just going to come in with my whip finishing tool. Just the one a whip finish. And then just come in and trim away the excess of the thread. Now first coat on the head. Super glue. Don't like using super glue, just put varnish on. Just seals the head up, makes the fly last a wee bit longer. Straight the whole way around. And then once that dries, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish to finish the fly off. So there you go, folks. That's Paddy Shrimp or Paddy Shrimp, and it's just great fly for spring. Good spring fly. So if you're into your spring salmon fishing, tie a few up and hopefully you can catch you a few fish